In this lecture, we are going to work on updating cart items. If the user increase the quantity or if the user decrease the quantity, and if they click on update button, based on the quantity, the subtotal has to be updated and accordingly the total price has to be updated. And also for total amount and subtotal, I will be passing this decimal numbers. So first, let me just update that. Just scroll down. Come to project. Inside cart.php, we have already created our update button. You can see this is our input field for which we have passed the name attribute inside which we are having this value update cart. I will copy. Here we have written the logic using which we are accessing cart items for logged in user and guest user. Now below this, I will write the comment. I will write update cart quantity. Below this, I will be passing if is set, which request we should be passing post request, and inside that I will be passing update cart. If there is any change in the quantity, so here I will be writing and is set in post request, and inside this I'm just going to pass QTY, that is quantity, and this is the name value which I have given for this input field. Let me show you. You can see for this name we are passing this quantity value, so that I am passing. And why we are passing this product ID? For that particular product we are updating the quantity. So in this way we are passing. So if I click on update button and if there is any change in the quantity, only then I'm just going to update product quantity. Now inside this, what I will do, I'm just going to loop through this complete quantity. So here I will be writing for each. Inside this, I'm just going to pass this post quantity, copy, and here I will paste. And this we have passed as an array, so we can write key and values. So for product ID, I will be writing PID, and then we have to pass this arrow symbol. And for quantity, I will simply create the variable QTY. So from this quantity, we are just accessing keys and values. This will be the product ID and this will be the quantity set for that product. For example, product ID, just assume for this we are having 1 and whatever quantity we are having, that will be assigned. So for this one, 2 will be assigned. Assume product ID is 3. So for this 3, 1 will be assigned. Now what we will do, both these values for safer side, we are just going to convert to integer. Basically we are doing typecasting. So here I will write PID, integer value, and what value we have to convert? We have to convert this product ID. Then same thing copy. Now I will be passing quantity and this also I am just going to paste. Next here I will check for the condition if quantity value, if it is less than or equal to 0, then in that case what I have to do, I simply have to continue. Basically, if the user is giving quantity as 0 or negative value, I simply have to ignore that loop. So for ignoring, we will be using continue statement. Then here, I will be checking if user ID, which means for logged in user. If the user is logged in, whatever updation is there, that should happen inside the database. So for that, I'm just going to write the query. Let me write here. Statement is equal to connection. Directly I will be passing prepare statement. And inside this, now what query we have to write? We have to write update query. Cart details. Okay, this is a table name where we have to update the quantity. Then what all I have to set? I have to set the quantity field. So here I will write quantity, pass the placeholder as question mark. Then where, if I don't pass this where clause, every cart item will be updated with the same quantity which user is selecting for one product. Where user ID is equal to question mark and very important, and product ID is equal to question mark. Okay, I will explain you this query. So here what we are doing, for each and every product we are looping and we are checking if the quantity is updated or not. If the quantity is less than 0 or equal to 0, simply we are going to ignore that product, and then we are checking if the user is logged in or not. If the user is logged in and if they have done some changes for the product quantity, then inside cart details whatever new quantity we are having, that we are going to update, where user ID should be matching with the user logged in ID, as well as product ID should be matching with the product ID for which quantity has been updated. So using which only for that particular user the quantity of the product will be updated. Now Seema is logged in, and what Seema is doing, for this particular product Seema has given quantity 2. So only for Seema this product quantity will be updated too. Next, Ria is logged in. For Ria, initially the quantity will be 1. It will not be shown as 2. So that is the reason we will be passing AND. Both these clauses has to be matching. Only then we are going to update our card details. Once it is done, we are just going to bind the parameters statement. I will write bind param, and inside this quantity will be number, user ID will be number, and product ID will also be number. So all are integer values. I will be passing 3 i's. Then quantity, with what value we have to update? We have to update with this quantity. Next, user ID, we have to update with logged in user ID, copy, and here I will be pasting. Next, we have to update product ID, where we will have product ID. Inside this key, we are going to have that particular product ID. Once it is done, we are just going to execute this one statement. I will be passing execute. This entire thing we are doing for logged in user. Else, if the user is not logged in and if the user is updating the quantity, where that quantity has to be updated, it has to be updated inside session card. So here I'm just going to write my session. Then I will be writing session card, and inside that what I have to update, I have to update that particular product ID with the new quantity which user is giving. Okay, very simple. Only one line of code for guest user. Then this is the else part, closing else. Okay, once entire looping is done for both logged in user and guest user, below this for each loop, I will come and I'm just going to display the toast message. So here I will be writing session. Inside this, I'm just going to pass toast message is equal to, here I will write cart updated successfully. And after that, once my cart is updated, again I should be redirected to same page so that duplicate updation will not be happening. So inside this, I'm just going to pass location. What location I will be passing? I will pass cart.php, and after that simply I'm just going to exit. Once this entire thing is done, we are using this post request and we are submitting the form. So inside the form, we have to pass this method attribute, and for this value I will be passing post. Now come to project, refresh once. I have logged in with Seema. Come here. This is my user table, and for Seema, I am having user ID 3. Come to cart details. I have logged in with Seema, so user ID is 3, and for both product, quantity is 1. Now what I will do, I am just going to increase the quantity. I will give 2. Click on update. I am having cart updated successfully, and whatever new quantity I am having, that will be displayed here. Now even if I refresh, you can see now quantity of this is 2. Accordingly, subtotal is calculated and total amount will also be calculated. Now come to database. Now initially quantity is 1. I'm just going to refresh this. Now you can see for this particular product quantity is updated to 2. Now what I will do, I will log out. I will log in with another user. Let me come to user table. I will log in with Divya. So here I will be passing Divya password. Click on login. Come to home page. Welcome Divya. Now inside cart, later on we are going to fix. But as of now, you can see for Divya, we are not having any items inside the cart. Now come to products page. Add this item to cart, as well as I will be adding this item to cart. Now come to database. Come to cart details table. Now you can see Divya is logged in. So for Divya, whatever user ID I am having, that will be updated. Now let me add the same product. Let me just come here. This also I will be adding. Refresh once. Now you can see for that product also for Divya, I will have quantity as 1. Now here come to cart. I'm just going to increase this quantity. Click on update. Cart updated successfully. Refresh. You can see only for that particular item cart quantity will be updated. Whichever user is logged in and if they are having any items inside the cart, only those items will be shown to that user. Okay, very important. You have to pass this method attribute and this entire functionality has to be same. Now let us see for guest user as well. I will log out. I have not logged in with any user. Add this item to cart. Come here, update the quantity. Cart updated successfully. Now for guest user also, inside the session, this quantity will be updated. Now if I refresh, nothing happens because this item will be stored inside session. I hope you are clear and why we are able to display the value because inside this input field, you can see inside the value, we are accessing that item quantity and we are displaying. So that is the reason immediately we are able to see the updated quantity.